war, that's what we've become. Inherited trouble, I'm mentally numb. Oh, crazy, I just cannot bear. Hey, I'm living with something, oh, that just isn't fair. Mental wounds not healing, who and what's to blame? Going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. On a crazy train. Crazy train. On a crazy train. The
And we can't stop.
And we won't stop.
Ba-do-da-do-do.
Red cups and sweaty bodies everywhere.
Hey everybody, it's the top of the hour, and over here that means one thing. That, I mean, it's not that we're starting. It means that you've got a couple minutes to grab some snacks, maybe get something to drink, get all comfy cozy, and of course share the link out there with your friends and family not already in the stream, because the Obscure Movie Trivia Show will begin in about 2.5 minutes.
We like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who bow the light? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. See my homegirls here with the big butt, shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God can judge, and forget the haters, cause Scott Bradley loves ya. And everyone in line for the bathroom, trying to get out of line in a bathroom. We are so turned up, yeah, yeah. So daddy, I like to party, dancing with Miley, doing whatever we want. This is our house, this is our rules, and we can't stop, and we won't stop. Can you see it's we who own the night? Can you see it's we who bow that life? And we can't stop, we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, it's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love who we want. We can kiss who we want. We can live how we want. It's our party, we can do what we want to. It's our house, we can love who we want to. Love who we want. Song, we can sing if we want. It's my mouth, I can say what I want to, yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome to the Virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. So please welcome to your screen your host, Buddy.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on another Tuesday. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It is the Obscure Movie Trivia Show here on Stab. If you're joining us on either Facebook Live or maybe you're on YouTube Live and you kind of want to get a little bit more involved in the show, you can head on over to twitch.tv/stabcomedy. Over there, you can give a follow. That's free. You can get in the chat. Our contestants won't be in the chat, but you can be in the chat there, guessing answers throughout. I'll be talking to the chat throughout. It's kind of a fun place to get involved. If you want to support a little bit further, maybe you like what you see, you can go ahead and give a subscribe. That's $5.99 a month. However, if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you get one of those free a month. You should pass that along to Stab. They let us do really cool stuff like this, and they've got all kinds of shows. We'll talk about that later, but yeah. Also, if you want to support further, you can always go on to the Patreon. You can always go on to the Venmo. Patreon is patreon.com/Stab Comedy Theater, and the Venmo is @Stab Theater. Also, if you're in the Twitch chat, or if you're in the Twitch and you're already subscribed and you're feeling generous, you can give it a free, or you can give a 1-month subscription for $5.99 to somebody. That helps out somebody who's in the chat, and it's always a fun thing to do. And again, it helps support. If you have joined us before and you've seen the show, this is the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. 3 rounds of movie trivia, basically to have fun and talk about movies that I love. And because everybody has a podcast about movies, this was my way of talking about movies on the internet. So what I do is I pick 3 contestants. They have 3 rounds of movie trivia. But the first round is all about our movie of the week. We pick a movie of the week, something very fun, interesting, a popular movie, so that we can draw in a crowd and be like, hey, I've seen that one, and I want to test my knowledge on that movie. Well, this is the place to do it. And our movie of the week is, of course, Young Guns, one of my all-time favorites. Definitely my favorite Western of all time. It just hit me at a right time in my life. And I've always been a big fan of it. And that'll be all about our first round. And as we get to the second and third round, I will explain those to you. So before we start our first round, let's introduce our guests. First up, she just had her 29th birthday last night. She is amazing. You've seen her a bunch on this show. She is a champion. Welcome back to the show, Law.
Hi, I'm so excited to be back. It's my birthday was yesterday, so this is a really fun way to celebrate by throwing a movie at me that I'm pretty familiar with.
Good. I'm so happy about that. So happy you're on, because, I mean, it was your birthday yesterday. But also, I'm so glad that you like this movie, because it just cements the fact that you're awesome, because this movie rules. This movie just rules. So, Law, we were talking earlier before the show, and you weren't around, of course, because you're so young, around to see this one in theaters. So when did this movie become big for you?
Probably around junior high. I bought those big, I don't know if people remember the big like Bible of movies, and it would like give reviews of every single movie. And in the back, you could search by director or actor. And so I would get really obsessed, in this case with Kiefer Sutherland. And then I would go to the back of that book and I would watch every single thing that he was in.
Okay.
So, yeah, junior high was like the height of that movie nerddom for me.
the pre IMDb of it all.
Yes.
I love that. I'm a huge fan of this movie. I became obsessed with this movie because I don't know, I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I was only going to watch movies that came out in 1988. Like, that was my weird kid thing because I was born in 1988. So Die Hard and this movie are just ingrained in my blood. I've seen them hundreds of times. So I was so excited that this one got brought up. And thank you again for being on, Law, and we will see you as soon as we start round 1. But coming up next, this was the person who actually put the idea of this movie into my head. So happy to have him back. He runs an amazing podcast, which at the end of the night, I will let him tell you all about and where to follow and find that. But welcome back to the show, Mr. Jesse Rivera.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for having me.
Always, Jesse. You've been on a bunch of times before. You're always fun. It's exciting to have you back. You put this movie in my head, and not only was it good for the show because I love the idea of doing trivia about one of my favorite movies, but also just to get to rewatch this movie. It was so much fun. There were so many times where I was like, I should be writing questions. Oh, maybe I should just rewatch this again. So I watched it a couple of times over the last week or so.
We were obsessed with these 2 movies growing up. We used to sit and watch them back to back and chew Red Man and drink Miller Genuine Drafts in a bottle.
Nice.
And we'd say every line, everything. It was, yeah, I love these movies. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jesse, you're a big music guy. As long as I've known you, you've collected records and you've always been big into music. This movie has like one of my all-time favorite soundtracks. So for you, where does this like movie soundtrack rank in like the all-time movie soundtracks?
Actually, we did a top 5 movie soundtracks of the 90s. And because I'm such a huge fan of like it's right over there, I can show it to you. But I wanted to leave this off of the list because I just felt it was so obvious for me to put it on the list. But another friend of mine brought it up and wanted to put it on the list, and it's definitely the fact that like John Bon Jovi like just went. They gave him like a guest spot on the movie, and he stayed the night and just became obsessed and like wrote all the songs like in 3 or 4 days, and then just like it wasn't like he planned on doing the soundtrack. It was just like he just birthed it, you know, and
yeah.
It's got some great anthems. So I say a prayer when I need it most to the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Signed it from a sinner with no name. I can keep going.
No, it's okay. I don't think that they can take us down, or I don't think they would take us down. But I love this soundtrack so much.
It's definitely great soundtrack. Top 5.
And both of them rule, but that first one, Bon Jovi just goes crazy on, and you love to see it. So thank you again for being on, Jesse. Finally up, Mr. Chad Mogard. Welcome back to the show. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course.
Here to avenge my last appearance.
That's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. Also, you have a show that we'll let you talk about at the end of the show, too, so please stay tuned for that, you guys. I already see the chat being live. I love to see that. But Chad, glad to have you back. It's been a while, but so good to have you on. And I was we were talking before the movie or before the show, and you were saying how you actually saw this one in theaters. At like what, like was it at like a very pivotal age for you when you saw this one? Was this a big movie for you as a younger man?
Funny enough, when I first saw it, it didn't really like stick with me. I enjoyed it. The thing is, my friend and I actually wanted to go. I forget which Nightmare on Elm Street came out at that point. It was showing the same night. I think it might have been 4, and they wouldn't let us in to see it because we were too young. But that hasn't happened to me in a long time.
Wow.
So like, will you let us in to see this one? And we went and saw Young Guns, and we're like, that's a great movie. So, but then as time goes on, it's like it becomes greater. Like you really start to appreciate it. Like the more the different actors that are in it, this thing, Is it historically inaccurate? Sure. Who cares? It's fun, and it's just a fun movie. That's just all there is to it. It's entertaining.
It really is. It's got some of the best actors of the 90s, and it's such a 90s movie. I wouldn't put it up as the same as other movies that have those big ensembles of casts, because it was a very top heavy cast. But I mean, goodness gracious, it had Lou Diamond Phillips. We'll get into it as we get into the show, but this was such a good one. So glad to have these three guests on. So is everyone ready for round one?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Question though. No,
Yeah.
so I'm not ready. Didn't Bon Jovi do the soundtrack for the second movie?
Second one.
Second one?
Yeah, the second
Isn't
one.
he on the first one?
Because I was watching this first one, and I was like, wait, no. Blaze of Glory is in the second one.
It's in the
Because
second
that's
one.
one of my karaoke jams.
Okay. I watched them back to back.
They
Okay.
blend together. It's fine. Sorry. I just
They-
wanted to make sure I knew what was happening.
And I think it's ironic that, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's funny that we were talking about looking at the two movies, later on, because there were I kept looking at the cast, the credits, and I'm like, wasn't so and so in this movie? Oh no, that's right, he's in the second one.
Yeah,
And and there is there's a weird overlap that kind of happens where it's was that the first or the second one?
yeah.
So yeah, I can relate to that.
hope
Speaking
I
of that, we will get into that in round three. Spoiler, a little bit of a spoiler. Round three is going to have a little bit to do with that, so stay with us once we get there. But let's
Well,
get
I
into
ain't
round
going
one.
anywhere.
I
Round-
apologize if I ruined any of your questions. Hopefully,
No,
you're back.
you didn't. You didn't.
Well,
It's
well-
all good.
Well, if you
And,
did, you
we're
fixed his
we're
questions.
talking we're talking to the chat right now. Well, I was talking to the chat, Jesse, but I'm glad to know that you're not planning to go anywhere either, sir.
Right.
But thank you. Round one, if you are new to us in the chat or watching along at home, is 10 questions about our movie of the week. I will read the question. I will banter with the chat for a little bit, give the contestants some time to write an answer. Then I will give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will then call on the contestants one at a time. They will show their answer to the screen, tell us what they got. Then I will mark it down right or wrong. We'll see how it goes. But there are 1 point for every correct answer. There is no losing points for an incorrect answer. So it's all good. We're just here to have fun and talk about a really great movie. But points will determine how the second and third rounds go. So let's get started. Question number 1 in Young Guns. What is Emilio Estevez's William H. Bonney doing when he is rescued by John Tunstall? There are 3 acceptable answers for this one, but there is a general answer that I'm looking for. Chat, we have Dark Secret in there. The Above the Rim soundtrack. Ooh, that's a... I don't know if I remember that one so much. I love the movie, though. Looks like our contestants have answers, so I'll give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Miss Law, what did you have?
I wrote that he was running away from a hanging.
Sorry.
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Sorry, I had a 420 cough there. Yes, that's acceptable. And Jesse, what did you have?
I put that he was stealing food.
Okay. And Chad, what about you?
I mixed up my scenes. Dealing with a pig.
No, we were looking for either running from the law or running from a hanging was essentially what we were looking for. Yeah. So good job, Law.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, the hanging is
Something
never.
darker.
They never clarify whether he actually was hanging or going to be hung. But Tunstall claims that that's what it was when he's talking to Doc. So, question number 2: what '90s heartthrob plays Dirty Steve? That sounds upset, but it sounded almost like a gunshot.
On 420? On the Lord's Day?
On the Lord's Day, they're just popping them off out there. Crazy people. Yes, I hope you're all celebrating today. It is 420, so like enjoy yourselves. But I'm gonna give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Jesse. What did you have? He knows. Could you tell us just for the audio listeners?
Dermot Mulroney. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Dermot Mulroney.
You're definitely saying it right. And Chad, what about you?
Dylan McDermott. No, wait. I'm sorry. Dermot Mulrooney.
Smart. And Law, what about you?
I also wrote Dermot Mulroney.
Oh.
I like that all three of us spelled it differently.
You made me think I had it wrong.
Mine's right.
If you guys have never seen the Dylan McDermott, Dermot Mulrooney thing, you have to look into it. It's hilarious.
It sounds like part of my interest.
Dermot Mulroney is amazing, and Dirty Steve is probably my favorite character in this whole movie. Dirty Steve. Question number 3 is what nickname is given to William H. Bonney? Chugging along here. It doesn't seem like our chat's super alive. Maybe you guys are just too much into the holiday. That's okay. But I would like to know you're all there because I like seeing you guys in the chat. We have one of our favorite chatters, Law, of course, in the show tonight.
I would be in the chat, but I'm not.
Exactly. Otherwise, let's see some love in there, you guys. But I'm going to give a countdown now of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Chad this time. What did you have?
Billy the Kid.
Nice. And Law, what about you?
Billy the Kid.
Nice. And Jesse, what about you?
El Chivato, Billy the Kid.
Nice.
I was worried that was going to be the nickname he was looking for. That'd be a little bit on the obscure side, but it would have been awesome.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to give away the Billy the Kid as a question because I love that one. Pay the Fee and Kirk H coming alive. Okay. I'm waiting for Purple Rain night. Okay, Fee, I'll get Purple Rain. It's gotta be somewhere.
I challenge anyone to Purple Rain.
Okay. I will not accept that challenge.
Do that other one. Was it the Rainbow Bridge? Way more obscure. Is that what it was called?
Cherry Moon.
Under the Cherry Moon.
Under the Cherry Moon. Yeah. There we go.
Under the Cherry Moon. Okay.
The Rainbow Bridge. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I don't know how I ABC'd from Rainbow Bridge to Under the Cherry Moon, but
you felt me. It's cool.
Yeah.
You're that good, Jesse.
Yeah.
I was like,
both Pay the Fee and Kirk say they haven't seen this movie in a long time. Well, hopefully these questions will jog your memory on how great this movie is. But let's get into question number 4, which is who kills John Tunstall? And I don't need the exact person. Milk, that's not something you should admit online. That's like That's coping. That's coping.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, it is. And I'm glad to see all your names in there, though. Pay the fee. We got Kirk. We got Milk. But let's get a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to Law this time. What did you have?
Okay, I wrote the rival beef posse led by Jack Palance.
I love that phrase. Beef
That was
posse.
the best I could come up with.
Beef posse. Okay, and Jesse, what did you have?
I got John Tunstall confused with somebody else, and I blamed it on the Mexican.
Chavez. Oh, I love Chavez. And Chad, what about you?
Mr. Jack Palance portrayed a character with the last name of Murphy.
Murphy's boys.
It wasn't Murphy himself, though. We were looking for Murphy's gang, boys, or posse. They got called a couple of different things in the movie, but we were definitely looking for the gang. Murphy himself did not pull the trigger. He was a rich old man and a coward. He would never.
Was it the rival beef posse led by Jack Palance?
In a world, it is. It definitely was that, but it wasn't that. You know what I mean? You got the general idea, but we were looking for more the actual name of what the group was called. Technically, Law got the closest, and I mean, she actually knew it was the gang who did it.
Wait, I want to do my Jack Palance impersonation, but I think Chad's the only one who's gonna get it. On Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Because Chad. Is it because I'm so young and youthful that I wouldn't get a Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Yeah, exactly.
It's possible because you're probably used to watching it with Captain Riker or whatever that was, but
definitely. Was there another version of it without Riker?
They've done Ripley's Believe It or Not a couple of times, I think.
With Jack Palance.
Was the original, right?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, that's crazy. Why would you ever do it without Riker?
It was before Riker. So.
Milk says they've never seen this movie, so they might get some of these wrong. So hopefully, I'm rooting for you, Milk. But let's get into question number 5, which is, what position are Tunstall's boys given in order to bring justice to Murphy's men?
Ooh.
Oh goodness, we were talking about a show just now. Kirk loves that show. No, Chad did not get that last one. Stab. Sorry to dig that one in. I should have just said no. It's going me. I had my pictures taken yesterday. Chad, I know you guys are going to love this one. I had my pictures taken yesterday, and it hurts so bad to smile that the only ones that came out good were me giving like sexy faces because I couldn't smile.
They were some pretty good photos, though.
Thank you. I haven't released them all. I'm so excited.
I just saw the one on Instagram, and it was just hair and a beanie and like a come here kind of look.
Yeah, that was a pretty good picture, buddy.
I know. Shout out to the amazing Katie Carnes for taking those photos. She's amazing.
Katie Carnes was on episode 13 of Comic Talk, the podcast, by the way. Just saying.
Episode 13, great number, wonderful human. And Kirk, I figured it out that you were talking about Ripley's after I had said the dumb thing that I said, and I was hoping that we wouldn't bring it up, but then you brought it up, but then I brought it up that you brought it up, so who's really at fault here? But anyways, I'll give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys all have it. Starting with Jesse, what do you got? And
I could be wrong, but was it deputies?
it was, in fact, deputies. Chad, what do you think?
I went with the verb. They were deputized.
Wow.
That works as well. And Law, what about you?
I wrote deputies, arrow sheriff's deputies.
You're a
I
deputy.
didn't know how specific you wanted to be.
Sheriff's deputies. It all works. You guys all got it. You guys knew the thing.
I was like, for some reason, I was thinking marshals.
That's kind of what I was hoping. Like, if anyone got it wrong, maybe that's what they're thinking.
That's almost
you were on
exactly
the
what I
same
did.
wavelength there. But also, I just love the line: we are the law."
Oh, I should have wrote that.
I think he says like you need to deputize these boys.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. I love it. But good job, everyone. And we are on to question number 6. Instead of arresting Henry Hill, Billy the Kid kills him. Where does he shoot and kill him? Not what specific body part or where on his body, but the location in which he does. I'm
There's
glad
so
we
much-
have come to an understanding, Kirk. I appreciate
There are so many ways I want to phrase this. I'll just go with the easy one.
it. I thought it was a fun one, so. Also, I don't think anybody in this movie is having more fun than Emilio Estevez, but he also gets to play Billy the Kid, so how could he know?
It's
How
kind of
could I?
annoying.
But that's the idea. I don't think you're supposed to. I don't think you're
It
supposed to
worked.
root for.
I was annoyed.
I don't think you're supposed to root for him, especially when we get to number 2. I honestly think he is just the bad guy that we get to follow.
Well, then
He
who are
doesn't
we
know.
who are we supposed to root for?
Everyone
Yeah.
else in the gang.
Yeah.
Chavez,
Yeah.
Doc,
You want everybody else to make. Yeah, well, yeah, but yeah.
all these
I don't
people. All these people who are dying because of.
It's not my favorite Kiefer Sutherland role.
He's not my
Isn't it
favorite
tiny?
character, but I will always take a Kiefer Sutherland appearance.
I like Kiefer Sutherland as a bad guy.
I like
Did
Milk's
we do the
answer.
Lost Boys? I thought we did the Lost Boys trivia.
We did the Lost Boys, and we've also done we've also done Die Hard. We've done like all the great movies now, of amazing movies, and I think Lost Boys was '88 too. God damn, did that year just have the best movies of all time?
It's got a great soundtrack.
Lost Boys, I think, was a year before Young Guns.
Might have
I think it was
been
like 87 to
I think it's
88.
87.
Yeah.
I think it was '88 or '89, but
No, it's definitely not 89.
the internet will tell us. But I'll give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and starting with Chad. What did you have?
He shot him in the bathroom.
Oh, nice. And what about you, Lo?
In the outhouse.
Nice.
Wanted to write.
And what about you, Jesse?
Am I the only one raised on a barn? Shot him in the shitter.
I wanted to, but this is public, and I
Is this a
didn't
family
want to
show?
say
Can I
shitter.
not do that? Can I not say shitter?
No,
I'm a
you can
delicate
say
flower,
This
I can't
isn't-
say that.
This
I
isn't
want to get, I wanna get
family
banned
show.
from Stab.
This isn't a family show unless you're at home watching with your family. Then welcome.
I was gonna say you should hear some of the stuff we said in my other show. So yeah, it's fine. I think shitter's
Okay.
fine.
Exactly.
Right.
And Milk. I love Milk's response for this one. Shot him in the graveyard for convenience. That would be very nice. Fee, your answer is technically correct because it was at a bar, but it was in the pooper of a bar. We were looking for the specific, but good job. Everyone got that one, of course. Very funny scene. He shot him with the gun, and the gun was his penis. It was hilarious.
And then he stuck the warrant on him after he shot him.
And then a leprechaun crawled out.
Whoa.
Then the horns.
Oh my
kicked in.
goodness. Is that Leprechaun 2 or 4 where he comes out of the guy's dick? Is it 2?
Buddy, you know I haven't seen any of those dumb movies.
I think it's 2 and 4, if we're being honest. I think
It
he
happened
comes out of the
twice?
penis in 2 movies.
It was such a great gimmick. They did it twice.
They were like, let's do the gag again. Let's run it back.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail us.
No, it's okay. It's all good. So question number 7: why did Billy kill McCloskey?
Which one was McCloskey?
I can't give you that, Jesse. You gotta remember.
Oh,
You'll know.
I hope I'm not thinking of the wrong guy, but
wait, hold on.
Hold on. You guys have not noticed chat, just letting you guys know. My hair does look super nice tonight. Thank you.
It does.
I'm a little bit sad that it didn't really get cut.
Yes, if you guys have not watched the Love Horrors Wheels of Justice, it is on the YouTube. It is their award-winning short film. It is hilarious, and I get to play the villain? Question mark. Anyways, I do have to say this online. Yes, lovely t-shirts, and I have a hat too. The ladies poured real Red Bull on my hair, but for some reason the Red Bull can gets cut out of the camera angle. So I just had to sit all day with Red Bull in my hair. And that was for the arts, because I love the arts. And I also let them hit me with that card. So watch it and just see how dedicated I am to the arts. I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Law, what did you have?
I wrote, because he was a spy for Murphy's rival beef posse.
Murphy's rival beef posse. And Jesse, what did you have?
He was a no good, dirty traitor who should have been sniffed out sooner.
And Chad, what about you?
I got the wrong character. I thought that was the guy he shot in the bar who said he was going to kill Billy the Kid. So
No.
I am wrong.
Now, Chad, just because he had an Irish name, you should not have assumed he was at the bar.
Yeah, we were looking for the traitor McCloskey.
No, I'm
I would've-
actually envisioning the scene where it happened. He was in a bar.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and I was
Yep.
I left it a little vague, hoping that one of
Nope.
his other kills would have been the one that got caught. I got you there, Chad.
That it happens.
Okay, so that leads us on to question number 8. In the newspaper describing Billy Kid and the gang, there is a photo that says Billy the Kid, but it is not Billy's photo. Whose photo is used?
Ooh.
Yeah, he was a spy. He was a spy, a traitor, a dirty, rotten scoundrel.
You mean not this one, the other question. Don't confuse
Oh,
people.
sorry, I'm talking to the chat. Did not mean to confuse my contestants if I did confuse them. Didn't mean to confuse the chat if I confused the chat. I'm just reading along and talking with you guys. So happy to have you all here. Milk, I hope that So Dedicated is about my hair. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Jesse, what did you have? I love that. Could you tell us for the audio listeners?
Was it Richard? It was the other guy, right? The other guy, Charlie Sheen's character?
It was him, but just say the name.
Oh, Dick.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna draw one, but
No, I'm glad you did it. And Chad?
I'm Catholic. You wouldn't have recognized it.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second. Okay. What now? Oh, my answer. Yeah. I'm wrong, but just pretend I put Sheen at the end of that because I put Charlie.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got the wrong character.
maybe half a
Right.
point.
And
No.
That was a different character.
No, I was thinking it was Charlie, the guy that's always freaked out and panicky.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, yeah, he's totally
Yeah.
wrong. He's totally wrong.
Yeah, I'm totally off.
Law, what about you?
I got Dick Brewer because I studied all of their names.
That was
You got
really his
that.
name.
Nice. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess
Dick
it was
or Richard
Richard,
Brewer.
but on
Yeah.
IMDb it's Dick Brewer.
Yeah, Dick Brewer, Richard Brewer. Yeah. So it was indeed Dick, and Dick's like, I ain't no Billy the Kid. They were all just in it. Charlie Sheen was in it, man. He was in his bag, as they say. Question number 9. You guys are doing amazing. Law and Jesse both got that one. Chad had Charlie, but not Charlie Sheen's character.
No,
It was
I'm
close.
off.
It was close. He was one of the gangs. But that brings us to question number 9, which is, what substance does Chavez give the gang to help them find their way?
We're in the spirit world, asshole.
See the size of
That's
that
that chicken?
He says that cock doodle.
Oh, this scene is so good.
Why ain't
When
they
I
shoot-
saw this, I was definitely too young to realize that they were all tripping balls.
Why are they shooting at us? We're in the spirit world.
Asshole.
You guys! He says
And-
that chicken.
Kiefer Sutherland is every drunk guy from UC Berkeley, just writing
Ew.
their poetry by
I'm a
themselves.
butterfly.
She's my flower. I'm a butterfly.
Oh, you have a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Chad. Chad, what did you have?
I put peyote, but more specifically, Campbell's cream of mushroom soup.
Jesse
Peyote.
and Law.
Peyote. Do they make cream of mushroom soup with
They-
peyote?
That's what they used as the prop.
Yes. He's
Oh
right.
no shit.
I'm not doing well point wise, so I wanted to flex a little trivia muscle right there. Just
That was a
to-
good one.
like kind of like an intimidation, like I'm here, I can do this.
Yeah.
Fear me, I'll come.
It
Fear me, I
is.
could come back. It's stupid, but whatever.
It's
Hey,
anything.
that was actually a good one. I was reading some stuff, and I don't even know if I caught that one, but it definitely makes sense looking at it now. I always mixed that up when I was a kid with the scene in Ace Ventura when they eat the guano, because the stuff look very similar. But yeah, that leads us to our final question. We're on to our final question in round number 1, and in the movie Young Guns, that is, after most of the regulators escape, Billy kills who with a single shot between the eyes?
Oh.
I actually think that I'll say it after this. But yeah, I agree, Milt. Flex it. Flex that knowledge, because movie knowledge is fun and cool. We spend our whole lives watching these things. We should brag about how much we know about them.
Think about how much movies influence the way we talk on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like just things we say in everyday
Mhm.
conversation. They're technically movie quotes.
Absolutely. So I'll give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Law again. What did you have?
Murphy, the leader of the rival beef posse.
And she's not gonna let that go.
I can't. I gotta.
She's committed.
Milk it.
That's got to be a T-shirt.
The rival beef
I can do that. I
And,
Rival beef
uh,
posse.
And Jesse. what
Rival
did you
beef
have?
posse. Murphy's boys.
And what about you, Chad?
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Not Charlie Murphy, but I saw that you had Murphy.
Wouldn't that be a fantastic version of the film, though?
No, I don't think it's a movie in which Charlie Murphy gets capped in the face. Sweet. That's exactly what I had. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so that brings us to the end of round 1. We got some scores. Everyone did amazing. But in first place, she's amazing, and she's killing it again with 9 points. We have Law right on her tail with 8 points. Jesse, good job. And still in this, still not out of this, with a super respectable 6 points, we got Chad. Good job. Good job.
Hey, Chad.
So, you've all been on the show before, but I don't think any of you guys have been back. Maybe Law has. If you have, you can correct me, Law, but I don't think any of you guys have been back since the new round 2. I have changed it for all those people in the chat. Milkhead Murphy. It happens. But round 2 used to be weird years. I'd pick some random years, but I picked all the years that I want to talk about movies in over and over again. And so I decided to switch it up. So what I have done now is done weird careers. I picked 3 random actors, not really random. They usually have something to do with our movie of the week or something to do with something going on in the world today, or just 3 actors that I really like, actors or actresses. And I pick 5 movies from their catalog and I write questions about them. They're not going to be their most obvious movies, but they are going to be very simple questions to get. However, not everyone has seen every movie in everyone's catalog. The 3 actors that we have selected this time are Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, and Kiefer Sutherland. Of course, they were all in our movie of the week, Young Guns. They all had prolific careers, some more than others, but we will get into it. And Chad, because you got 3rd place in that first round, that gives you the opportunity to pick which actor you will get questions from. It will be directly to you.
Oh boy, whose career do I feel I know the best? I'm going to go with Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Bold choice. Kiefer's a great actor. So,
It's gonna be a tough one, but okay.
these are going to be to you. You don't have to write anything down.
Okay.
Just tell me when you have an answer. Every correct answer will be worth 2 points. And I agree with Kurt. This is a very close game. We've got some great contestants here today. So every correct answer will be worth 2 points. You don't get anything taken away for an incorrect answer. But let's get into it, Chad. So your first question is, Kiefer Sutherland has an appearance as himself in what 2016 comedy sequel?
I know this. It's just not coming to me. I don't remember. And I'm going to hate myself when you tell me the answer.
You want to throw out any kind of guess?
Talk it through. Talk it through.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
Was it
Let me repeat the question for you.
Real quick. Okay.
Kiefer Sutherland has an appearance as himself in what 2016 comedy sequel?
I know this is probably wrong, but it's what popped into my head. I'm going to say the second Anchorman movie.
Ooh, that is such a great guess. You should not be mad at all about that guess. We were, of course, looking for Zoolander 2, though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I was wrong. I did not know it. I had fooled myself into believing.
Yeah, and who
But
wants Zoolander 2 anyway?
I just keep waiting for Law to turn around and open one of those doors. It just...
No, I want somebody to walk by, open up the door, grab something, and walk out.
Right? Like nobody's buying beer tonight on 420? Come on. Non-realistic. But good job. Question number 2, Chad, is what 2014 disaster film about a city destroyed did Kiefer Sutherland have a role in?
Ooh.
2014.
Oh, let me repeat that. I didn't say the whole question. What 2014 disaster film about a famous destroyed city did Sutherland have a role in?
Pompeii.
Yes, Queen. That is correct. Did anyone watch that movie other than me?
No.
No?
No. I just knew he was in it.
But I'm adding it to a list of things I've never seen. Right with Zoolander 2.
Zoolander 2 was so bad that it retroactively made Anchorman 2 good.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
that's how bad Zoolander 2 was. And their big giant replacement for Bowie playing himself was Kiefer Sutherland playing himself. So
Okay. I like
That's
that.
that's kind of disappointing.
they
That's-
missed the
No,
mark.
that's kind of
They
That's
tight.
a
missed the
huge
mark.
step down.
Yeah,
It's Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not Bowie.
Yeah, but if he had been Jack Bauer, that would. He's just
Okay.
himself.
I think it would have been
Noted,
cooler
yeah.
if he'd have played Jack Bauer. I think
Yeah.
Jack Bauer is more famous than
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah. It's like,
I
hey,
think
aren't you
he
done?
does play Jack Bauer in a movie, but I forget which one it was. While I was doing my research on it, it said Jack Bauer in a movie, and I was like, I don't know if IMDb's just like got it wrong or something. But anyways,
IMDb was high.
I know.
which one is it?
It was a special guest appearance on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay, that could be it. Okay, that's probably it.
You weren't going to ask me that, but hey, I'm throwing it out there.
Hey, flex that knowledge, sir. That's what we need. This is a show about flexing that knowledge. And let's see if you can flex that knowledge on our third question about Kiefer Sutherland, which is, what 1986 movie featured Sutherland alongside Keanu Reeves, Lori Loughlin, and Billy Zane starting a vigilante group?
Damn.
You want to talk about young stars? Keanu Reeves, Billy Zane, Kiefer Sutherland. And Fee got the Zoolander one. Good job, Fee.
1986, and that's a vigilante film.
They started a vigilante group.
Vigilante group. I think I'm thinking of the wrong movie, but I am going to say Wisdom.
Ooh. We're looking for, of course, the action classic Brotherhood of Justice.
Okay.
I was going to say Band of the Hand.
Band to band. Brotherhood of Justice is not a great film, and it was before Keanu Reeves even tried to act. So
Was it before River's Edge?
I think so. It's right around that time. It's like late 80s. But you got a young Lori Loughlin, Billy Zane in there, and I think Billy has hair, if I remember correctly.
Well, I
It's
wonder
been a
how-
while since I've seen it.
I wonder how
I
much
just-
Lori
I was
Loughlin's
really-
parents paid to get her in that movie.
Oh.
Probably a lot, but she looked pretty good in it.
Oh yeah.
Where's
But that was, that was even before the Full House days. So that leads us to question number 4, which is, name the 1990 film about medical students that experiment with near-death experiences.
That would be Flatliners.
Nice.
That's
Yes,
another
some of that.
big all-star cast.
It is. It really is. And the remake reboot that came out a couple years ago with Elliot Page, that was pretty good. I liked it, but it was it was like one of those ones where, like, even doing a good job, you don't touch the original, and it was so weird that it was like, I don't need it. But that brings us on to our final question in Kiefer Sutherland, which is, which of these Sutherland classics came out first? Lost Boys or Stand By Me?
Ooh. I think I know the answer.
Stand By Me.
You are correct. And Jesse, going back to earlier about the Lost Boys, you were correct that it was 87. because I have them right here. It was 87 and Stand By Me was 86. So
I remember
job,
the sound. I remember the soundtrack, and the soundtrack had In Excess right before they broke, like after What You Need, but before Kick. So that's why I placed it like that year.
That is crazy and also awesome, Jesse.
That's that music knowledge coming in right there. That's awesome.
That really is, and good job, Chad. You got a bunch of those, so good job. And then that leads us to Jesse, who came in second in round number 1. You get to choose between Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen.
Oh, Emilio Estevez all day.
Okay. Nice. We'll see how Law feels with her Charlie Sheen knowledge, but how comfortable do you feel with your Emilio Estevez knowledge?
As long as you keep it in the 80s, I feel pretty good about it.
Don't keep it in the 80s, man.
But if you start like drifting into like, I don't know, anything that he may have done like in the 2000s, I probably won't. I don't know. But
look on the bright side. He had like a 10-year gap where he did nothing.
yeah.
So you can eliminate that.
Yeah.
He also did like a fraction of the movies that Charlie Sheen did.
I heard he's trying to do Young Guns 3.
I want that so bad. He's in the new Mighty Ducks show, and as much as he doesn't look great, he doesn't look bad, and he looks a lot better than last time I had seen him on TV. So give me more Emilio Estevez.
He's starting to look like his dad.
Definitely.
A lot.
Definitely. Yes. But Jesse, question number 1 in Emilio Estevez is Emilio Estevez has an uncredited appearance in what classic 1996 Tom Cruise movie?
Uncredited appearance in a Tom Cruise movie, 1996.
Yes.
You know, the 90s are such a blur for me.
I love that.
Tom Cruise.
Such a pivotal
96.
decade.
I'm going to guess Jerry Maguire.
Ooh, that's not a bad guess at all. And I honestly think you were in the same year, but we were looking for the action classic Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Yep.
All right.
Emilio Estevez is the guy in the elevator.
Yeah, famous. That leads us into question number 2, which is, who stars alongside Emilio Estevez in 1993 spoof comedy Loaded Weapon #1?
Oh, gosh.
I should have picked this one.
What year?
1993.
Yeah, see, that was when my partying was just starting right there. Loaded Weapon.
#1.
No, I don't know.
I'm going to give you a chance to give a guess, but let me reread the question so you can kind of get it all. Who stars alongside Emilio Estevez in 1993 spoof comedy Loaded Weapon #1?
Is it Charlie Sheen?
I'm sorry. It was a spoof, of course, of the classic Lethal Weapon, and so he needed his Danny Glover, and his Danny Glover was Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen Loaded Weapon, you absolutely have to see it because it is fantastic.
It really is.
A great spoof film.
Oh, boy.
The opening scene with Tim Curry and Whoopi Goldberg is worth it alone.
That's again definitely true. But that leads us to question number 3, Jesse, and the career of Emilio Estevez. Richard Dreyfuss stars alongside Emilio Estevez in what?
Stakeout.
Thank you. Yes.
Kind of move things along.
No, it's all good. I appreciate it. And you were correct. We were looking for Stakeout.
See, I told you keep it in the 80s. I'm good.
Yeah. Not a question, but do you know who the third person is in the second and the another Stakeout?
No.
Miss Rosie O'Donnell, and I like that movie too. I just wanted to bring up another Stakeout because I like that movie. But that's not a question. Question number 4, Jesse, in the career of Emilio Estevez is Stephen King directed Emilio Estevez in what
Maximum Overdrive.
Stephen King adaptation? Thank you. I love that movie too. It is silly and dumb.
Great soundtrack.
Right? Oh my God, yes. Didn't even know. Kirk, what didn't you know was a thing? If you're talking about Loaded Weapon, it's a National Lampoons. National Lampoons was just doing they were just in it in the early, late 80s, early 90s with spoof comedies.
Late 70s. Animal House was like 78.
True. Wow, that was the 70s. Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, Kirk. Loaded Weapon's a great one. Check it out. I think it might be on some kind of streaming. But anyways, find a way to check it out. It's a good one. And we're on to our final question in the career of Emilio Estevez. Jesse, what 80s classic will you find Estevez playing a character named 2-Bit Matthews?
The Outsiders.
Nice.
Look, there's a poster of it over there in my head.
I could have almost like bet money that Jesse has an Outsiders poster in his house. That just seems like a Jesse move. But we'll let you collect your camera, or correct your camera.
Right. I'm back.
You did really good there, Jesse. But that leaves Miss Law, our final contestant here in round number 2, because she did so well in round number 1, with Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
Law, how well do you feel with Charlie Sheen?
I know a lot of Charlie Sheen movies, but he's done like 170 things, so I have no idea where you're going to go with this.
And she's just talking about drugs.
That too. You know, he crawled out of his bag of tiger blood. How many did Jesse get in that round? 3 or 4?
3.
I'm keeping track.
Good.
I'm glad somebody is.
I love the way you play this game, Law. It makes it fun for me as well. So that leads us to question number 1 in the career of Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen stars alongside Michael Douglas in what 1987 drama?
Wall Street.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. That is one. Question number 2 here with Charlie Sheen is, what is the name of the 1990 cop Sheen starred in alongside Clint Eastwood?
Say it again.
What is the name of the 1990 cop film Charlie Sheen starred in alongside Clint Eastwood?
Frack. What was that?
Cookies. You got a guess for us, Lon?
And she's out of time.
Was it The Rookie?
Damn, that's why she's a champ.
Yes.
What?
Nice.
Yes.
What
Okay.
a fool.
Woo. Okay, that's 2. Great. Okay.
What a fool.
Wow.
Thank you.
All
That was
right.
impressive.
That was another one that I looked up in
Nice.
my youth.
Nice. Question number 3. What John Hughes classic does Charlie Sheen have a cameo in?
Ooh.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Nice. Nice.
My sister wears a lot of makeup. Wear a lot of makeup.
You say Ferris Bueller, you lose a testicle.
If you guys are a fan of this channel and you guys watch the amazing show Scene Kids, I did Charlie Sheen's scene on there on one of the early digital editions because I love that scene.
I need to go back and watch that. And I'm not just trying to suck up.
Yes. Also,
Scene-
check out Scene Kids every second Saturday of the month at 8 p.m. I love doing
Scene
that.
Kids
show.
is such a great show.
It really is.
It's amazing.
It is one of the most fun things to do. But good job, Law. Should have expected you'd be doing well. But that leads us to question number 4, which is, what 2013 action movie features Charlie Sheen as Mr. President?
Ooh.
2013 action movie. Charlie Sheen is Mr. President. 2013. What is anything that came out in 2013?
What is anything that came out in 2013?
Were there movies then?
Wasn't he in jail then?
No,
Yeah.
this was literally right before everything went bad, or no, right after everything went bad for him. This was his comeback.
Gosh, I can't even pull together a guess. I'm gonna go with whatever Mission Impossible movie came out then.
Ooh.
Because why not?
Mission Impossible in 2013.
We'll call it 4.
I bet you Mission Impossible 4 or 5 was out by then. But we were in fact looking for Machete Kills.
Oh shit!
Fee in the chat got that one. Good job, Fee.
I had a drinking game for Machete movies.
In what
That's
other
probably why I don't
world?
remember.
What
Add
other
that.
world
Hey,
would
add
you
that
see
to
Charlie
your
Sheen? Right? In what other world would you see Charlie Sheen as the president other than a Robert Rodriguez film? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's on brand.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
This is really off topic, but since you brought up Robert Rodriguez, I really want Robert Rodriguez to direct the Stevie Ray Vaughan movie. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd be into that.
Do Texas some justice.
Yeah, I love Robert Rodriguez. Let Robert Rodriguez direct a whole bunch. He's in charge of the Boba Fett TV series we're getting on Disney Plus coming out this December, and that makes me so fucking happy. Like, so happy.
Make a note of that.
That leads us into our final question, Law. In the career of Charlie Sheen, you are just whooping that ass in Charlie Sheen. But question number 5 is, what
Whooping that Charlie Sheen ass.
1997 comedy features Charlie Sheen alongside Chris Tucker?
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Sorry. Kicked me off of Twitch. I was
Oh,
going back.
I thought you were double checking your question.
Oh, no, sorry, I'll repeat it. What 1997 comedy features Charlie Sheen alongside Chris Tucker? My bad.
Was it? Well, would it have been? Okay, do I want to guess one or do? Let's go with Hot Shots.
Oh, no, we're looking for Talks.
What?
Money Talks.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that. See, he's got like 180 things. I
He's
can't
got
watch
the
all
slick
of them.
back hair. That was
Yeah,
when he
but
was
that's
like trying to do-
diseases.
Yeah. He's the straight man in the comedy, and it just doesn't play well for him.
What?
But he
Shit,
got
this
that
is
one
really
in the chat.
close.
Yeah, this happens. This has been happening a lot, but it seems like all 3 of you got 3 out of 5 in round number 2, which leads us to some very similar scores as we had in round 1. But Law still in the lead with 15 points. Good job. Jesse with 14 points. And Chad's still fighting, still in this with 12 points. And that leads us to round number 3. And I think the round number 3 is going to be really fun. Because round number 3 is the betting round. I'm going to need you guys to bring out your writing utensils and things to write on again. Sorry if you guys put those away. But we'll need to bring those out. Because we're going to be writing like we did in round number 1. But now, in round number 3, you guys are going to be betting the points you have earned in round 1 and 2. So, I give a little bit of a hint about what the questions will be. They will be a little bit more difficult than what we saw in round 1, but there will be 5 questions. The hint I gave you guys is Young Guns 1 or Young Guns 2. Basically, I'm going to give you guys either a scene or a description of a character or a description of something, and it either happened in Young Guns 1 or Young Guns 2. Your answer is going to be either Young Guns 1 or Young Guns 2. You can abbreviate it to YG or YG2 if you want to be fast or whatever. But right next to whatever answer you give, you will also need to give me a number between 1 and 3. That is how much you are betting on your answer. If you get it correct, you get those points. If you get it wrong, you lose those points. Everybody understand?
I'm ready.
Law's locked in. Everybody seems ready. We got 5 questions, and the answers are going to be Young Guns 1 and Young Guns 2. I don't know if I said this before, but pay the fee. Got Money Talks in the chat. Fee, you are killing it again. Good job.
You should get Fee on the show.
Right? Said it. Hit me up, Fee. But question number 1 in Young Guns 1 or Young Guns 2, the betting round is question number 1. Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh is killed after crossing the Mexican border.
Killed 22 men, not counting.
Oh, man. Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh.
You gotta heard of me.
Everybody, right? What an absolute star. But I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Law, what did you have? And what did you pick?
I picked 3 points for Young Guns 2. You can't see it because of my thing. There it is.
Sweet.
That's it.
And Jesse, what did you have?
Same. 3 points. YG2.
Nice. And Chad, what about you?
Young Guns 2,
nice.
3 points.
Nice. Yes,
This
that
is
one
going to
was
be tight.
right.
This is great.
Yeah, this one was a little bit easier. I'm hoping all the other ones are harder. I was trying to get specific details that were very similar. Could have been either one. But that leads us to question number 2. The regulators kill Sheriff Brady. Back on it. I don't know why my Twitch is it keeps kicking me off. Whatever, Twitch. I guess it doesn't want me staring at my hair on the internet too much. I'm going to give a countdown. I know, right? Grow up, Twitch. 4, 3, 2, 1. This time starting with Jesse. What did you have and what did you bet?
I went Young Guns OG +3.
Okay. And Chad, what did you have and what did you bet?
Same.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Reap that whirlwind.
Nice. And Law, what about you?
Same thing.
Nice. Okay. So it seems like you guys know your Young Guns 1 and 2.
Well, we know our Young Guns 1.
Okay. All right. Question number 3. Cattle Baron John Chisholm pays Patrick Ford to kill Billy the Kid.
Wait, what was the last part of the question?
Absolutely. Question number 3. Cattle Baron John Chisholm pays Patrick Ford to kill Billy the Kid.
Took a lot of farms, Mr. Chisholm.
Mr. Chisholm. All right. I'll give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. this time starting with Chad, what did you have and what did you bet?
I believe that was Young Guns 2 for 3 points.
Okay. Nice. And Law, what did you have?
I have Young Guns 2 for 3 points.
Nice. Looks like you guys
Is
have
it
your
nice?
young
Is it
ones.
right?
And Jesse, what did you have?
Man, I think I'm wrong, but I'm saying Young Guns 2 because I don't remember, but the name Ford rings a bell with Young Guns 1, but Chisholm was a big part of Young Guns 2, so I hope I'm right.
It is. What did you bet, Jesse?
I bet 3 Young Guns 2.
Good. Okay. Yes, you guys are all correct. It was Young Guns 2. I was hoping the cattle beef conversation would lead some of you guys to potentially go to Young Guns 1. But you guys were not at all tricked by me. So good job. Yes, and Patrick Ford is, what's his name from CSI from the second one, who supposedly actually kills Billy the Kid, but lets Billy go, depending on what you believe in the movie of Young Guns 2. But yes, Patrick Ford is the one that he pays to kill him. Or yeah, Patrick Ford gets paid to kill Billy the Kid. Good job. Everyone's killing it right now. But that leads us on to question number 4, which is Magnificent Seven legendary Western actor James Corbin plays a small part as a villain in this movie. Reading it again. Magnificent Seven legendary Western actor James Coburn plays a villain in this one.
Shit, what do I do?
Wager it all. Wager it all.
I can't. I can only do up to 3.
Only up to 3.
Sorry, I was trying to tempt Chad over there.
Yeah.
Trying to remember.
If I could, I'd be betting 50% every time.
I know. I was like, wait, you sure we want to bet?
Like I'd be
I know Chad's ready.
I'd be shoving pre-flop. I'm just ready to go. All
right, I'm just gonna go for it.
All right. I'm gonna give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with you, Law. What did you have and what did you bet?
I bet Young Guns 2 for 3.
Wow, Law's got just some guts.
I gotta. I don't know.
And Jesse, what did you have? And what did you bet?
Young Guns 2 for 3.
Oh. Nice. And Chad, what about you?
Young Guns 2 for 3.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, you guys are just on top of it. Yes, of course it was Young Guns 2. He plays John Chisholm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Took a lot of farms, Mr. Chisholm.
He does not look like the James Coburn that I didn't grow up with, but I.
So Charlie Sheen and the kid that were both in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, because that was Ferris Bueller's best friend.
Oh, let's. Jesse.
Huh?
Jesse, you know how to. Yeah, Jesse.
It's a 6 degrees. 6 degrees of John Hughes. 6 degrees of John Hughes.
6 degrees of John Hughes to Young Guns, the Young Guns franchise. But that leads us to our final question, which is Henry French, after losing his wife, decides to help the regulators.
Ooh.
It's okay, Milk. We're just glad you're back. This is not the trial by combat part. That's if we have to go into overtime. Looks like we might have actually caught some of them. Hopefully. No, they're all just probably, they know the answer probably. They're just messing with me. They've just been messing with me this whole time. They know everything. But that leads us into a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Jesse, what did you have and what did you bet?
Oh, 3 Young Guns 2.
Okay. And Chad, what about you?
Same. Young Guns 2. 3 points.
Okay. And Law, what about you?
Same.
Okay, you guys.
We're so
Wow.
tense though.
No, I was thinking because of the way the first round went, you guys. Yes, everyone got a correct answer there. I was thinking for sure with the way the first round went, I was like, okay, they're definitely going to have a little bit of struggles with some of these. I was like, the Cattle one, the James Coburn one. You guys just said no. We know our fucking. We know it. We know our
Yes.
Young Guns. You guys all did amazing. If at the end of any of this, you guys want to take anything home, you guys definitely know Young Guns for damn sure. And you guys all did really well, respectively, in round 2. So everyone did a good job. But as she normally does, because she's a freaking Terminator, she came on the show and kicked ass to celebrate her birthday. So happy birthday to Law with a
Happy
big
birthday.
30 points. Congratulations.
Woo! Hey, that
You
was a
did it.
really, really, really tense last round. Like, you guys were way closer than I wanted you to be.
Yeah. You guys kind of all had to bet those big 3s, and I was hoping that there would be some kind of slip up or change, but you guys all held steady. I thought maybe if I loaded it up with just names or things that could be either or, you guys wouldn't get it. And Hendry French is the guy who plays Ferris Bueller's best friend. And so Jesse I knew he would definitely get that last question there. But good job, Law.
Thank you.
Always welcome back. I'll definitely ask you on again whenever you want. Milk wants to say happy birthday. It was yesterday, Milk,
Thank
but
you.
yes,
It
we
counts.
always celebrate. We always celebrate Law. It is her birthday week.
How upset are you? Like, I'm sure, Lainey, that you weren't born today. Versus, I mean, it's just like, how many hours away were you from being born?
Feel, it was like, I was born at like 7 in the morning.
Oh, you weren't even close.
I
Okay.
don't regret not being born on 420 because I feel like that would be like sharing my birthday with Christmas and no one would care.
Nobody wants to do that.
I think it feel like you would get like hella free weed every year.
Well, yeah, maybe, but like, who did I share a birthday with? Oh, Tim Curry.
Nice.
Oh,
my birthday
that's
with him.
kind of cool.
So that makes up for all
That's
the.
better
Like, I
than
think if you
any-
go to a
Uniform.
dispensary and you show them that you're born today, there should be like a secret stash they let you take from.
For sure,
I
like
gave-
a baby.
I
baby
gave
weed.
I paid for a lady's $1 pre-roll today because it was her birthday today, and I was like, that's so cool. And she was like, I think she turned 69 today too, or something like that.
Oh
It was like
my
68 or
God.
69. I was like,
tipped-
oh, you rule.
I tipped my DoorDasher a joint.
There you go. That's wonderful. That is good-hearted, and that good-hearted man who tips his drivers or his DoorDash people in joints. That's Mr. Jesse Rivera. I'm going to let him, he came in second place. I'm going to allow him to tell you about all the amazing things he's doing and where you can catch him and where you can follow him.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for letting me plug everything, buddy. So real quick, I just want to say, Telenovela has a brand new Instagram account, La Telenovela. So if you can follow us on the gram, we'd appreciate that. We're not dead yet. And if you can follow my my podcast, I'm on iTunes and everything. It's got a brand new name as well. Jesse Rivera Likes to Talk. It's really easy to search and find. Just type in Jesse Rivera Likes and it pops right up on whatever you watch your whatever you listen to your podcast on. But you can also stream it on YouTube. And on YouTube, I'm still under Comic Talk the podcast. I haven't finished changing all the branding over. And that's all I'm really doing right now is the podcast and getting ready to get Telenovela back on the stage sooner than later.
Good. I love to hear that because I absolutely always love me some telenovela. I think maybe I've missed one of your guys' shows, if that. You guys
Thanks,
are
man.
amazing. So excited to have you guys back. Follow them one more time for that new Instagram so people can follow you.
So it's la.tela.novella. La telenovela.
Okay, you got that? La telenovela with periods in between. Follow them. They're amazing. Jesse's amazing. Thank you for being on, Jesse.
Thanks.
Again, you come back too whenever you know
I'm coming back for Purple Rain.
Oh yes, we need to do Purple Rain. I'm gonna go
Let's
check
do
it
Purple
out.
Rain.
And
Baby.
and he came in third, but he was a fighter throughout and amazing. Chad, thank you so much for being on again. It's been a blast having you here.
Thank you.
You flexed your knowledge where it counted, and in no way should a third place make you feel sad, because you kicked ass, and this was a Titans game today. But you also have a show with a friend of everyone's. So why don't you tell the people about that and how and when they can see and watch that and hear that?
Yeah, I co-host a show once a month with Nicole Eichenberg. It's the Dr. Dunning and Mr. Kruger show, based on the Dunning-Kruger effect. And we basically spend an hour making fun of conspiracy theorists and the like. We've done a show on cryptids. We've done aliens. We did a show on QAnon. I think our next one's going to be on the Mandela effect for May. So yeah, and unfortunately, social media is a bit of an upheaval for me right now. We're in the process of creating Instagram, Twitter accounts for the show and stuff like that. I don't use any of my old stuff. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a church comic. I don't do that anymore. Church. And so I don't use my old stuff anymore. But soon we'll have, bright and shiny new stuff, and maybe the next time I'm on, I'll have something I can, for the kids to follow along on the internets.
Okay. Well, we stay tuned for all of that. Look it up. You can watch that. Have fun with it. I was so lucky to have these guys as my guests today. Once again, follow and subscribe on twitch.tv/stabcomedy. They are doing shows all week long, all the time. You can check on the website. You can check the calendar there and check all the shows that are going on. Follow the social medias at Stab Comedy Theater on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There you'll see all of the things that are going on. Follow along. Enjoy this stuff. Have fun with us. Support as you can. And I love you all for being here. The chat was amazing tonight. So great to see all of you guys. And once again, Milk just put the link to the website in the chat if you guys want to follow along. But also, Jesse, why don't you take us out of here? Tell the people anything I might have missed, and then tell them where we're sent.
Well, thank you once again, buddy, Chad, Jesse, La. Wonderful edition, as always, of the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. That's it for us for the night. I think Buddy covered pretty much all those basics. And we're going to send you guys over where we generally send you guys over. It is a Capital Puns night, so hang in there. We're going to send you over to Capital Puns, our friends, our Tuesday friends. They're our everyday friends, but especially Tuesday. So hold on. We're going to send you guys over there. Check us out tomorrow with Inside the Box, Animal Gossing, and Drawing a Blank. It's a full slate of shows tomorrow. Either way, that's it for us tonight. Hold on for the raid. Let's get Capital. There we are, Capital Puns. Hold on, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Did Buddy leave? Buddy left us.
Oh no! What a jerk!
Do you have to go pee or something?
I mean, you can always take your phone with you. Well, guys, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun seeing you guys, man. Can't wait to see you guys IRL. Real live.
Damn, Jesse.
It'll happen someday.
Had me hella nervous that whole game.
Oh man, you almost didn't miss. if my Emilio Estevez question